Where to start? I'm making this because a lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety and don't talk about it. Real people like you, me, not celebrities. I reckon it's been probably a fair few years I've suffered from it, maybe without knowing. I've always kept working as hard as I can to try and get through it. And it's hard to talk about it, even when you have a counsellor or a CPN. You just feel stupid talking to them about it. You feel like it's not real, it can't be you. They ask you the questions and you answer them, and as you're answering them, I'm sure a lot of you will have felt the same thing. You're answering the question thinking, well, what a dick. Why do I feel like that? Yet you still do. You might take tablets, you might get medication. I've had a few over the years and stopped taking them. I'm back on them now, propranolol for anxiety. But you don't know why, and you feel stupid, or at least I feel stupid. Maybe that's just me. I'm sure you don't all feel stupid. But you're surprised, or at least I was massively surprised by how many people suffer from anxiety and depression. It's such a common thing. So there's more people out there than you know. It's not just you struggling, it's not just me struggling. There's always someone to talk to, even though you think you can't. At the moment, I'm struggling massively. But you fight through. I'm always seen as this big, lovable, carefree guy. And I am. About 40% of the time. Another 30% of the time it's made up. It's just false face, and then the rest of the time I'm just depressed. Fighting through each day. It doesn't help when you feel like a failure every day when you wake up. And you have to spend the best part of your day just getting ready to be able to face the day. You might be at work, you might be there, but I'm sure in your mind you're not. Most days I wake up and think, what's the point? So you're not alone. There's lots of people out there that do this. Lots of people out there feeling the same. And it's quite hard to get help. I mean, I had a counsellor last year, but then I stopped going because I got happy. I was happy. Things were going right. But then something happens that you can't control. Like, just things you can't control anyway. Something to try and break your happiness. And then when you've got anxiety and depression, not so much depression these days, which probably is, but anxious, you find it hard to get out of these situations. even when you're telling the truth about things and things are not what they look like, and just because you've your anxiety and your issues, things look like they're not, and you find it hard to explain yourself. Or I do. I panic. I get in a panic when someone thinks I'm doing something I'm not. And I get anxious, and then I close up, and I don't know how to deal with the situation. It's not great when you run a business, or four businesses. What an idiot. All by myself. All reasonably successful. But I do them to feel something, or try and feel something. But last night I seen one of my friends was struggling, asking was it any point in going on, and there always is. I tried about 18 months ago, unsuccessfully, thankfully, and I promise I won't do it again. But don't get me wrong, every day it crosses your mind. But I have things to stay here for, and so do you guys. Some people don't have that strength, and I didn't 18 months ago, but here I am today talking to you guys instead. Whether anyone listens or not, I don't know. I'm in my favourite place. I'm in a car. Loved cars since I was a boy. Now I stupidly fix them a lot slower than I used to because, again, anxiety. When I get near the end of a job, I start panicking to make sure that everything's done right, and then part of me shuts off. So yeah, it's a vicious circle. It's not great for the customers, but I do my best to make sure that everything's 100% these days. I went through a stage of where I just didn't care and almost lost everything. Almost lost everything again. Twice now I've tried to start my business and get it into a better premises. 2 years fighting the council in Dumbarton. Lost near enough every penny I'd saved in my life. Could have paid off my house for the money I lost. And then other things in my personal life. Got to a point where I just thought it was enough. But look, here I am, a year and a half later. I found out last year you can be happy again. So there's hope yet. Yeah, there's hope yet. So last year I got to be really happy. But I wasn't meant to be, so. But it proved to me that you can be happy. So even though there's these lows, guys, there is highs. Don't struggle alone. Talk. My number's 0799050 778. Text, message, WhatsApp. I don't care who you are. If you need someone to talk to, sometimes a stranger's the best person. Because you can say all the things you want to say, and then you don't have to know them and have them judge you. I'm now in the process of having to move out another yard, another business that I started, and now, through no fault of our own, we're having to move out of it. So there's more money lost that I'd managed to save again. Just feels like every time I get a foot up in the world, I get kicked down. Even started getting a new tattoo, just so I could feel some pain for a while. Unfortunately, I have a huge pain threshold, so it was more enjoyable. But guys, don't suffer alone. Talk. It's really hard to talk. A lot of you will be watching this and thinking, what a dick. I don't care. Share it if you want. I just think everybody should know that you're not the only one, guys. Doesn't matter how big and strong you are. We all have our moments. It's how you define those moments and get through them, I guess, as I keep getting told. So I'm doing this today because I feel low and I needed someone to speak to. And I'm not the only one. I'm sure out there in the millions of world there's millions of people that feel the same. This video's 10 minutes long. Probably no one's going to watch it. But I'm going to go about my day today. And I'm sure by later on I'll feel great. And I'll post when I feel great. I'm going to put this on YouTube. And then share the link. Because I think more of us should talk out. Don't be scared, guys. There used to be the old stigma that no chick wants to see a guy that cries. You know what? Who cares? I never used to cry. This last couple of years, it's quite a good feeling sometimes, just to have a wee cry. Clears the head. So anyway, you're not alone, guys. No matter how big or how strong people think you are, or how big or strong you pretend to be, we're all soft, we're all made of the same shit. And we can all hurt. And we can all struggle. It's real. And we're real people. I'll see you again soon. But just remember, you're not alone. My number, if you want to text or phone, if anyone's struggling, I don't care who you are, is 0799 050 778. Send me a text and then I'll phone you. That's my work number.